Hello everyone, this is Zhao Kai from Team Ideal Tree. Our project is Ideal Tree Pizza online ordering system. And our project is the Domino Pizza clone. And the reason we choose this topic is we really want to do a project is close to a real business project. And I'm the team leader, and the other members are Alan, Hayden, Liam, and Carol. Our coding is not the only thing in the project. We use a Jira to manage the issues, and we use a Bitbucket to manage the codes. So during the whole development, we use the Scrum methodology to push the project forwards. And there were 8 sprints. In 8 sprints, we completed the 66 issues. Then I'd like to tell you guys to go through our website. By the way, I deployed the front end to the Versa clouds, and I deployed the back end to the Heroku, which can provide the continuous deployment for us. Okay, this is the home page, and I just click the button to the menu page. It's clear to see on the navigation bar, we have 3 types of products: pizza, drinks, desserts. And I can just choose the pizza I like, which I can see the detail of the pizza, just like the photo, description, and calorie. And I also can choose the other pizza to see the detail. This one is good, I just order now. Yeah, sorry. And in this case, I suppose to choose the order type. Just choose delivery. There's a logic here. If I want to continue my progress, I should just log in first. But if I don't have accounts, I can just sign up. And for all the inputs, I just made a very straight validation for them. Just like if the name is not a real name, if the phone is not a real phone, and the passwords are not matching, we can see the arrows. So I just choose enter the right name and the right phone name and the passwords. Okay, I get it. I can log in. And continue to choose the delivery. Now I should enter my address. And I also can choose the delivery time, maybe 1 hour later. This is the checkout page. In this page, I can still add the new item into the shopping cart. Maybe 1 more drink, 1 more dessert. And we can also see the delivery information on the shopping cart. And then just double check the items I ordered and the delivery information. Okay, all good. And on the other hand, if I just have already logged in, I can also click the logout, and maybe I can switch to another account, but I don't want. And I can see the past orders. And if I want to just order again, I just click the order now. Just choose this one maybe. This time I just choose the pickup. And for the pickup, I can choose a store according to the postcode, suburb, and the store. I just choose a store by the postcodes, Wollongong City. And in this case, I can just add more items and check out. And our website also supports the admin users to log in and manage their user information, products, order, and address. And I can modify the data, I can delete the data, and also create the data. For example, I don't want to sell this product anymore, I just delete. And I can modify. Just super. I see the name is changed. And by the way, our website also supported the responsive design for every page. So like the iPad, iPhone X, like this. So all good. So all these functionalities we did for the websites, and we just hope to provide the users a better experience when they are using our products. So let's turn to the code. This is this is the front end code. You can see the file structure, the assets, images. All the images are classified by the pages. And the components. Yeah. We can see that all components, and we just put the JavaScript file and the CSS file together, which can just easy to maintain and easy to modify. And all the class names are based on the BAM name convention, which is made our codes readable and maintainable. And we have pages. It's similar to the components and Redux. We just use the Redux to be the state container to manage the codes or to manage the states, which can make our codes, make our applications behave consistent. And this is a style config. Just all the common variables are in this file. We can easily could import this file to the set files and easily use all the variables here. And let's turn to the back end. There's the controllers here. All the controllers are classified by resources, by APIs, and the middlewares, models, routers, and all the routers are also classified by the resources. I think the hardest part I made in the backend is how to do the authentication, because it requires me to have a very good understanding about how the JSON Web Token works and how it works. So in this case, I just imported the JSON, the code package name is JSON-WT in the index file. And once the request is coming, this function provides, this package provides a function for us to verify is there the token in the request header, and whether this token is valid. If there is not a token in the header and the token is not valid, now this request will be denied. And only the public APIs could access the resources without the token. And in the login controller, I also imported a package which is JSON Web Token, which allow us to which provides a function allowed me to create a JSON Web Token for the users. And if the user can log in successfully, this token will be returned to front end. And let's back to front end, we can see I also encapsulated the axes and also set up the request interceptors and the response interceptors. So once the response back to the front end and there is a token in the response header, the token will be stored into the local storage. And once the user wants to send the request to the server side, this token will be took out from the local storage and added into the request header. So I did all these things for the authentication for our websites, which one just provides the users a safe way to log in and sign up, and also improve the performance of the server sites. And next, and then I'd like to invite my teammates to introduce their parts and maybe some challenges they made during the development. So next one should be the Alan.
Hi, I'm Alan, and in this project, for the front-end part, I'm mainly responsible for the navigation bar, the receipt page, and the checkout page. In the receipt component, we can modify the quantity of the products, and the price of the product will change correspondingly. And also, we can remove the products. And all the product information are managed by the Redux, so for better management. And also for the navigation bar, I also had some responsive design. And for every sub menu, there's a location function, And when we click each submenu, it will go to the specific place. And for the backend part, I'm mainly responsible for the order RESTful API design, and also the admin order page design. And when we entered as an admin user, we can see the details of every order. I click the details button, and we can also modify the order information. For example, we can change the type from delivery to pickup. And when we submit, we can see that the type has changed. And we can also delete it. And also the pagination function is also realized. And one of the challenges I've met during designing the receipt is that when I try to refresh the page, the product information will miss. And so I use a package called redask persist, which will store the cart reducer and the delivery form, which corresponding to the product information and the delivery information into the local storage, so that when we refresh the page, the information will still exist. And it is easy to configure this persist reducer by just adding the reducer into the whitelist parameter. And once we pay for this order, we can then go back to the home page to create a new order. And that's all for my part. And next is Liam. Liam.
Yeah, next one should be Nian.
Hi. So this is Liam. So in this project, I am responsible for designing the homepage, DIY pizza page, which allows you to build your own pizza in this page, and also the admin user page. This is the first time I did a real project within a group by using React. So during the process, the biggest challenge I met was not related to the technical stuff, but was more about the designing stuff, which is, how to think in React and how to design a good component hierarchy. So at the beginning, for example, the DIY pizza page, when I was doing this stuff, I just put everything in one DIY pizza component, which looks very long and redundant of the code. And after the first checking by the tutor, based on his suggestion, I just try to break down this component into several small components as much as I can, and make sure each component is ideally only doing one thing. And after that, when I was doing the admin user page, so the first step I did is to separate the user interface into several components and make sure each component is responsible for one thing. And as you can see, the admin user component here. So this component is used to manage the state, to fetch the data from the backend, and also manage these components. And the title components is only render the title. The user information is only render the detailed user information, and then pass the data through the pop window. The pop window component is just to manage once the user want to delete the user data or not. And the last one is the pagination. So this page is just to display and check the page value. So by separating these components reasonably, the biggest advantage I feel like is that it is easier for me to modify the code once I change the mind. and fix the bug. So that's pretty much for my part. Let's move on to Hayden.
Hi, I'm Hayden. Sorry about that. So for the back-end part, I just in charge of the address model for the CRUD stage 4 APIs. And so in the front-end parts, that's why I do the address for the admin. It can also have CRUD to manipulate the CRUD function to track and or delete or like modify it. And we also have the pagination. Yeah. I also do the item card component. It's with animation and some responsive design. And I also in charge of the footer. The next part is the delivery page. If I click the delivery page, it will display the user's address, which is already stored in the database. And I also add some validation and restriction to each of the block, like it can only be less than 4 digits, or if I don't have stress, it will have some notification. Yeah. And the last one would be the pickup detail page. So I do the query to search for postcode. That's all. Thank you. And next, my teammate Carol will illustrate her part.
Hello, everyone. My part is edit the detail page and that's the stores page. And the biggest problem I met is that in the stores page, I need to do a search box. And for updating the different for updating the information, I use the hook. I use the hook to set the value for each time the user enter the information. And I also did the page of stores in state. And after that, I did the map. And I used the Google Map API. There is also a challenge for me. And I need to combine the geocode method and the marker method. When user clicks a store, the address pass to the geocode and get the latitude and the longitude, then pass to the marker. And finally can show the symbol of the map. This is all my achievement in this project. Thank you.